What's something in your room right now that most people probably don't have in theirs? Me. Good. Blissfully unaware. A Winnie the Pooh book translated into Latin. A magnet that has a cow with the words "moo bitch." You have summoned me. Your time has come. When will your time come? About 80 rubber ducks. Edit. What do ducks have to do with programming? James Veach. Is this you? Lol, no, but he inspired my collection. Do you name them and leave them about the house by any chance? A Geiger counter. So, how much radiation is in your room? 3.6 Röntgen. Not great, but not terrible. God, I just started watching that series and that first episode is so ducking frustrating. Scientist walks in with burns on his face, the reactors exploded, Therese radioactive graphite everywhere. These reactors can't explode, you didn't see graphite. But pukes from radiation sickness. Get this dramatic liar out of here. What's the series? Sounds interesting. Unopened box of Windows 95. Edit. Inger.com. Here you can see the neat aesthetic and reason I won't open it. How have you been able to resist for this long? I find the box design visually pleasing. I also love the novelty of having an unused physical version of an outdated software. Retro Battle Stations is drooling right now. A pleasant assortment of didgeridoos. At what point does an assortment of didgeridoos become unpleasant? Impossible. I have a large storage container filled to the top with McDonald's toys. Before my grandfather passed away, he would go and get a coffee every morning and would get me a toy from there when he got a coffee. I've kept them ever since. I can bring myself to part with them. I have full collections of the Monsters Incorporated toys, the Lilo and Stitch toys, Winnie the Pooh, Beanie Babies, etc. 90s and early 2000s toys. That man was a saint, and my hero. Edit 1, I said can bring, I meant to say can't bring myself to part with them, sorry about that. Edit 2, thank you for the awards, and the wholesome comments. Edit 3, picture links, pictures for everyone who's asked. That's really sweet. He seems like a thoughtful, caring man. Also Therese, a big following for those toys on Instagram. You should post some. I'd love to see your collection. Also Therese, a big following for those toys on Instagram. You should post some. I'd love to see your collection. This seems like a great way to memorialize Grandpa. A dictionary from 1899. Wow, any words in there that aren't used today or do you not know? I haven't really been able to check it out for a while, over fear of it falling apart if I open it. Yeah, that will fall apart so easy. Good choice. I have a 6 feet tall skeleton on a movable stand next to my bed. Edit, he's made of plastic, he's not real, I don't care if he watches me masturbate or have sex, I'm a girl, no I'm not in the medical field, I'm in education, PLS stop asking me these questions lol. Doesn't it ever get creepy? It used to be at the foot of my bed and it freaked me out cause I saw it all night long, but I moved it to the head of my bed, which sounds way creepier, but I don't see it as often so it's less weird. It's just in the corner of my eye when I'm watching TV and stuff. I did turn his face away from me so he can't watch me sleep. He gets to look out the window. I figure if anyone tries to break in they're gonna see the skeleton in the window and get freaked out. Ha ha ha, that's amazing. An antique ship anchor from the year 1597. Dredged up from the river Moss. Edit, holy crap, this blew up. It's not a huge anchor from a full-sized man-o-war or something. Those were the size of a house. I think this was from a fishing vessel or a small trade vessel for river trade here in the Netherlands. Not found by me unfortunately, but I bought it from the man who did. Found in the 70s. The date it was made is on the anchor. And the mark on it is a kind of house mark. These marks were used by rich but not noble families, no cost of arms, to mark stuff that was theirs. Around 60 kilograms, but it's a guess. Height, 124 width, 81 centimeters. I posted a pic on the mild interesting subreddit, but I am too Reddit illiterate to post a link. Edit number 2, Jesus I suck at Reddit, can't figure out cross-posting to save my life. I put the pic in an Imgur gallery for those interested. Imgur.com. A ship compass. Now you know which way your house is going. Perfect for strapping thousands of balloons to it and traveling to Paradise Falls. A balloon that was inflated a couple days before I was born. 17 years later and it has barely lost any air. Edit. Here's a picture. Edit 2. Just realize the other side is considerably cleaner. But, what happens when it does deflate? I mean, will you deflate too? You either die normal or live long enough to become deflated, I guess. A 100-plus-year-old original framed photograph of my great-grandfather. Honestly, I would immensely impressed if anyone had that. That and a plastic nun finger puppet. I want to see that finger puppet now. It's old and beaten up. I've had it since the late 90s. But she's a tough old gal. Thank you for all you've done for us, Lil Nun. A Nintendo Power Glove. Edit. It's so bad. Edit 2. You asked for it. Edit 3. Yes, I am Dwight Schrute. Yes, Jenna Fisher is very nice in person. I got an autograph from Chef Anthony Bourdain. Signed from a now closed military area. It says photography prohibited. Edit. Oh wow, that escalated quickly. First, I didn't steal it. The area was closed, the sign wasn't needed anymore and a friend took it. Second, no pics, it's quite unique and I don't want people in the German subs to recognize it, sorry. Is photography allowed in your room then? Only if the military authority does not find out. 2 5-day-old kittens. Cat tax. Edit. To add cat tax. This blew up. To answer a question, we don't know where the moms went there. The kittens are orphans from different litters that were brought into the shelter separately. One person said a mom was hit by a car. We do encourage people who find kittens this young to leave them where they are and wait to see if mom returns. Pictures, 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 please. I have a glass milk container filled with the heads of action figures. An uncut currency sheet. It is $51 bills that were never cut when they came out of the US Mint. Edit. If you have an uncut currency sheet you can cut it up and use it, so it's not just a cool thing you can put in a frame. I have 2 $1 bills whose serial number is directly after each other. But yours sounds way cooler. If you found those out in the wild that's awesome, but it's pretty common to get sequential bills if you are getting them from a bank, especially the larger ones. 8 different copies of The Secret Garden by Frances Burnett. Edit. To answer some questions. It is not my favorite book. I first received and read a copy of it when I was 9, so it is a very sentimental book for me. I have so many copies because I enjoy collecting the more beautiful art styles that it gets published in. As a classic it gets republished very frequently, so to prevent me from just buying way too many copies I reread the book every time I buy a new one. My husband, I hope at least. Nope, I've got him too. I too choose this man's husband. A working iPod from 2004. A neon sign that says duck. And I've got a small version of the leg lamp from A Christmas Story. A neon sign that says duck? Where's my $1,200 I need to get to the sign store? A collection of human teeth stuck on a candle. Wow. You can join the cult with the raven and goat skull people. Don't forget the mini cauldron, folks. A sword with a snake skin scabbard. Ooh, that sounds interesting, and like the sword might cut through the scabbard accidentally. Fun fact, a scabbard is a hard, rigid case for blades that's usually composed of wood slats wrapped in something like canvas or leather. A sheath is made of only soft material, like leather. It's basically impossible to cut through a scabbard, whereas a sheath is a bit more feasible by nature of design. Fun fact number 2, you're beautiful, have a great day. A piece of the Berlin Wall. Edit. I bought it from the official Berlin Wall Museum in the heart of Berlin, verified and all. I have a chunk on my dresser. I got for my mom when we visited Germany last summer because she told me stories of when she lived there. Touching the wall was a quick way to get shot. I wanted her to be able to touch the wall and not get shot, so I brought some wall home for her. You'll get shot if you touch the wall, duck. Yeah, I'ma steal it.